Why do I play games in my Chinese classes? Well, I think if you just sit still and look at a book all day, it's not really a good way to learn Chinese. So in my lessons, we do things like we play a memory game where we stand in a circle and we'll have a theme, and one person will say a word. Like yesterday we were doing places. So the first person says a place in Chinese, like here we are now, Bulisaban, Brisbane. And they have to do an action like Bulisaban. The next person has to do that action, Bulisaban, and add on like Sydney for Sydney. And we go around in a circle. It's a memory game, but as well as it being a memory game, you're repetitively saying the word. And like anyone learning a new language, it's all about repetition. So if you say a new word 3 times really loudly in a fun game, you're much more likely to remember it. So that's a really good one, a memory game with an action around the circle with everyone adding on new words as you go. Another good one is for someone to take on a word, like if you want to practice Chinese names, then give everyone a Chinese name. Or if you want to practice, modes of transport, then make someone an aeroplane, say your Fiji and your Huoche and your, so your train. Give everyone a mode of transport, and then play a game where someone sits in the middle, people sit around the outside, and the person in the middle has to say someone else's word 3 times before they say their word once. Sorry, it's a bit complicated. But that's another really fun game to play in a language class. So I'll be in the middle and I have to say Fiji, 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 and the other person has to say mine, Huoche, before I've finished, and then we swap over. So I learned all these games from a very cool yoga teacher of mine, but they work really well in a language class. So that's my challenge to you. If you're a language teacher or a student, then why don't you incorporate some of these games into your lesson? Another one that I have is where we throw things at each other. So you say, for example, they're Fiji, I'm Huoche, I throw a ball at them and they have to catch it. I say Fiji and they have to catch it, and then they call my name back. So it's just ways to shout these words out a number of times to each other, using actions and using your whole body and playing games that really helps you remember the words. So there's 3 games for you to play in your next Chinese lesson, or your next any new language that you're learning, to help you practice and repeat the words so that you can learn them off by heart. I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, playing games in a Chinese class is really fun in any lesson. And if you'd like to hear more from me, drop me a line, say hello, you can find out how to contact me at studiochina.com.au. Yeah. Also, you can follow me on Instagram because I really like engaging with other people on Instagram. I'll see you next Tuesday for another episode of Studio China Chats.